Ready?
We are, yeah. I have a radical new computing configuration, which you might prefer because we can't look at each other in this way.
Yeah, I saw you typing over there. What's that? What do you got set up over there?
Oh, because I brought my regular rig, my laptop rig,
Mm-hmm.
out to record a show
Mm-hmm.
with one of the guys behind Defense Grid.
Oh,
So I needed a machine that had real beef and
yeah.
was all set up to do Oculus stuff because it was the VR edition of the game. Which, I mean, you've played Defense Grid, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's sort of like it's I don't know. I like it for Tower Defense of the Year type. I mean, I think it's executed in a way that's really
Yeah.
the interface is smart.
So you did a show with the developer?
Yeah, where I sort of played it and then played the first couple levels and sort of asked him about the choices they'd made and
How did you
VR in general.
How are you displaying the VR game
You mean in the
to the audience?
in the recording?
Yeah.
From my perspective,
Oh, okay. Is that easy to do?
it's basically we had the HDMI out from the laptop, so it's a cool rig because it's set up with that Razer core, right?
Yeah.
So basically, I have that set up to make the laptop that desktop class,
Beefy. Yeah.
right? And then I just have the HDMI coming out from the internal thing, make sure that the audio's all getting kicked out to the HDMI, and we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a painless process.
So now you're typing on that.
Yeah. And so now I'm using my Chromebook, which I have powerful associations with. I love this thing.
Yeah.
There's just nothing wrong with it. Like it's a little slow because it's, years old and cost like less than $200.
Right.
But as a device, like just to type and do the web, which is most of what I do, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. It's the only laptop I've ever had that did not just get progressively worse the longer that I owned it.
Oh, that's totally true with every laptop I've had. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand to a certain extent. They're always being asked to do more. It's like if you have a newer version of iOS on one of the older phones, like
Yeah.
you get the impression they don't want you to have that phone anymore.
Yeah.
They would prefer if you had a different phone, maybe one with a higher number,
Yeah.
right?
So what are we going to make a strip about?
Anything we want to.
All right.
The world is our oyster. If you like oysters.
Are we recording?
Yeah, of course we're recording.
I don't know if we'd started or not.
We ended up getting a Stranger Things comic, which is
Yes.
good news.
Yes, we did.
Here, no, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
A procedural question.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What's that
I have
noise?
so many fucking. That's like the watch. Like,
I was going to say, there's times where you leave the office and something is still buzzing over there, but I know you have your phone.
yeah, that's the watch.
Oh.
What happens is that if I'm typing a lot, I can't. It's the reason I don't wear the wedding ring, right? Well, there's a couple reasons I don't wear the wedding ring. Obviously, because I'm a true player
Sure.
in the club.
Yeah, do. Yeah, you want to appear available.
Well, yeah, exactly. I don't want to be encumbered.
No.
You know.
It's an anchor.
No, thanks.
Really?
No. But I the reality is I can't if I am typing and it's always like touching the insides of my fingers. I'm sure you have something like this.
I have not taken this off since I put it on.
Really?
I don't think I could take it off. No, I can't take it off. Yeah, that's like fused to my...
No, I took it off and I lost it once, like more than a decade ago. And ever since then, I have actually it's in the jewelry box.
You don't even wear it?
No, I take it out and look at it once a year.
What?
I need it. I need to know where that... I'm really superstitious.
But when you come into a room, you basically disrobe.
Yeah.
You take everything out of your pockets and put it around the room. Like, it's no wonder you lose shit.
Well, no, I come in and then I just start peeling.
Yeah. Wallet over here.
Yeah.
Keys over
well,
here.
you see, but it's like
Take
that even
my
if...
watch off, set it on this table.
It's like...
Take a ring off, put it in this cupboard.
But it's like... But the funny thing is, as I'm taking each of those things off, I'm like, okay, that's a good place for that. I'll remember that. And it's not
Why not
true.
just keep it on your person, though?
I can't... Because all those points of contact, they're all...
Contact with what?
It's my skin.
But they're not... What about the stuff that's just in your pockets?
Yeah, but it's pressing. It's the pressure I'm mindful of. I'm starting to get the impression that I might not be like other people.
No, you're not.
Yeah, as soon as I sit down, as soon as I feel any kind of undue pressure from any quadrant of this human device, I have to start peeling those things off. So that's
bizarre.
Okay.
It's really bizarre.
I'm realizing that now.
Yeah.
But oh no, this is a matter about the book, the poetry book.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you want to do art for this book.
I do, yeah.
But this book is done and could be released.
I see what you're saying.
I just want to see.
Okay.
For my part, and it's like, and I know, like, obviously in my mind, the definitive version of this book has art and traditional layout.
Yeah.
But I wrote it just to test the waters.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Because we had discussed it briefly before.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to get to it till after Thornwatch stuff anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to my mind, like, that's a reason.
Yeah.
That's a reason just to get it out there, because I already have the audiobook done.
Yeah, you might as well do it.
Right?
Yeah.
I just format it real quick, get it up on the store. Yeah, I mean, because I don't want to hurt your feelings. Like, I know that the real version of this has...
Yeah, I mean, I would like to do art for some of those poems, but...
And you have. Like, some of it's great, but...
Yeah, but time-wise, I would never be able to get it done in the time you want to release that book.
Yeah, I mean, and the reality is that I've done some poking around in terms of how things like that are formatted.
Yeah. I
could probably do it this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
You know, and then ship it and just see what happens.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, it's just an experiment.
Yeah.
And then I also, just because that was fun, I feel like there's some value in doing a book like that, but for the Ironwood.
Oh, all Ironwood related.
Yeah. End to end. I mean, like, this has got some Ack Inc. stuff, right?
Yeah.
I would love to do a book that's just Thornwatch poems. Thornwatch Daughters and Lookouts. Like, maybe break it into 3 books.
Yeah.
When I say books, I mean like in the tradition.
Sections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, each of them gets their own 10 or however many. It doesn't have to be arbitrary.
Yeah.
But I'd love to make that a normal thing.
Yeah.
Like, relatively frequent, just book releases.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to do art for one, when we're going to need a bigger lead time, like between writing it and releasing it.
Oh, absolutely. And like I say, when there's a physical version of this book, that's going to add a lot of value.
Oh, yeah.
Be very beautiful. I mean, basically, that's the version that you get to read at night.
The storybook version.
That's the bedtime story version.
Yeah.
That's got the pictures and the extra stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're okay with that, then I'm going to investigate how those are...
I say do it.
Marked up for EPUB. Or whatever kind of pub.
Pub it.
Whatever kind of pub. Ship it.
Pub it.
Yeah, because... and then there might be a strip. Ultimately, there might be a strip about that book.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here? I can take the Nat entry off.
Done it.
We got there.
We done did it.
We arrived. Okay, we've had Shit Eater's Fuck Pants on there for 10,000 years. I think it might be time to pull Shit Eater's Fuck Pants.
Didn't we? We used it, I thought.
Did we? Here, I'm going to get... It seems
90% sure we did.
It seems like something we would have done. I don't think... When Pyre comes out, we might be able to do one. I'm not sure preemptively there's a Wizard Basketball Pyre strip. It's amazing, though.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool.
So we did Gen Con. What else is coming
thoroughly? We did Gen Con for reals.
Yeah. We've got new games coming out. Anything? No Man's Sky is this month. Or in August, I guess.
Yeah, they put out a new trailer. I'm gonna have to see it.
Yeah, I need to try it out myself.
Yeah, I have to play it.
There's the Democratic National Convention.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we want to touch on that.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how much I want to do that.
A lot of trailers that came out of San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, for the films?
Yeah, the films. That Wonder Woman trailer was pretty amazing.
I thought it was super good.
Yeah.
It's sort of hard not to listen to the music in the very last part. a couple times.
I didn't even notice the music. Was it good?
Oh, you maybe not consciously,
yeah,
but you liked it.
Okay.
I promise that music was part of what made it good for you.
Video game news. Is there any interesting video game news?
Let's hope. I'm not sure I would play through BioShock again.
No.
And I liked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's just too many new games.
I thought it was real good. Deus Ex is hitting there before PAX.
Well, there's the We Happy Few.
Yeah, it's the early
access. Yeah, I didn't try it yet.
Yeah, I haven't grabbed it either. Like I say, the good machine to play that is out in the studio right now.
Yeah.
But the early release doesn't include a lot of the story content, which is, I mean, for me,
that's basically,
well, basically what they showed at E3, and then what is in that, they're very different. Like, it's almost like a roguelike with crafting and
weird
traps and stuff. Like, you wouldn't have called that, right?
No.
So I wanna see what's going on with that. And then you got Rise of Iron and around the end of September. Did you see that? Do you see that they're making the cut?
Yeah, I saw that. No more support for 360 and PS3.
I mean, we knew that was happening from Rise of Iron because Rise of Iron wasn't going to be out for it.
Right.
So we knew that like that was a hard line, but this is actually there's no more
patches.
It's not on the schedule.
Yeah.
Right.
This is interesting. Ascension, that deck building game,
totally,
is coming to VR.
See, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for somebody to do the cards. Where do you see that?
I saw it on Reddit Game News. It linked me to an article on catsandvr.com.
Oh, cats and all right.
I haven't read a lot on cats and VR.
This makes perfect sense.
The future is meow.
So Dragonfront. The future is meow. Dragonfront is sort of like the VR card game that was announced that is sort of like out in front of that.
Yeah.
But we don't really know when it's coming. Man, so what are they going to put? Is it going to be for phones or what are they going to do?
I don't know. I'm just looking at the cats part of cats in VR.
No, you need to focus. You need to get the tiller.
Let's see.
Oh, weird. Listen to this. This is Ascension VR. It has a unique origin story. This is from Upload VR, which is a pretty solid source of info. Teresa Duringer, CEO of Temple Gates Games, has always had a fear of flying, so much so that it's often difficult for her to travel. Once the Gear VR released, she started using it to distract herself during flights and found a lot of success, which I know had been your intention at one time.
Yeah.
However, she didn't have anything that could hold her attention intently for long periods of time and force her to think and focus on something with depth and strategy. In other words, the experiences were too shallow, which is true in general for VR. I wanted something in VR that would help me forget about being on a plane, something with a rapid rate of strategic decisions to keep me distracted from my anxiety. This is already one of my favorite board games, so I knew it could create something that would keep me engaged while I'm stressing out. It was a natural fit. Duringer was not only a huge fan of the game, but she had competed in and won tournaments and had always been a huge supporter. Ascension VR is essentially a fan's passion project come to life, using the powerful social implications of virtual reality. So it seems like she's definitely talking about
Gear VR,
something you can play on a Gear VR phone.
Look at this. Ascension VR uses 3D fully animated avatars and showcases social elements including spatialized voice chat and avatar lip sync.
Yep. I'm seeing some of these GIFs here that they're using to sync it up. It's basically using all the she's got a retail Rift headset, it looks like, and it's capturing all the moves from there. Yeah.
Huh.
But what's interesting to me is that usually when you think about cards in VR, usually you think about the table, and so you're looking down, right?
Yeah.
So usually you think about the table, looking at the table, and then, but that, from a legibility perspective, that's not actually the best.
Sure, you just want them floating in front of you, right?
Yeah, and did you see that in the screen? Yeah, I mean, now you can use this huge visual space to put all the actual information there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Comes out August 1st, it said.
Oh, easy. That's an easy buy.
Yeah, I'll pick that up.
Ascension is a super solid pick up and play.
Yeah.
But that's going to be Oculus Home and Gear VR, which happens a lot.
Yeah.
When they treat it like one platform. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I want VR so that I can play card games. That's my aspiration. But it really is like to do normal shit in there.
Yeah.
Just with the spatial benefits.
Yeah.
I want a big place to do that stuff. Yeah, that's delish. I should definitely show you Quadrilateral Cowboy.
Okay.
I had seen it at the Indie Mega booth. I mean, it must have been 5 years ago. Could it have been 5 years ago? It's 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
But it's a really, really wild indie game that is a lot about hacking.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple games now where you actually are like literally typing in commands.
Huh.
Have you seen Duskers?
Mm-mm.
Duskers is another one. I met that dude a while ago. One of his games ended up in the PAX 10, I think. The virus named Tom. But Duskers is another game where you're sort of like remote controlling these drones.
By literally typing in commands.
Yeah. Where they have their own like senses and modules that they're picking up from these derelict spacecraft.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's creatures here on these wrecks, and you have to like type in the commands to like close doors and seal them in. It's interesting, right? It's that level of that degree of distance between the direct control.
Yeah.
That actually is very exciting.
Sure.
It completely works. It's like the good part of a hacking movie.
Yeah. Did you see the thing about stories that are just told through text messages now?
No.
It's like an app, and it tells you like it'll tell like a horror story about like this babysitter and there's a monster in the house, but you're just seeing the text messages between her and like her friends.
So it basically feels real.
Yeah. And they have all these different types of stories, but they're all told through text.
Like personal.
Yeah. I think that's really weird.
It's weird, but it's intimate, and I bet that it's pretty effective.
Yeah, the article I read said that they were just releasing short stories, like really short stories.
So even shorter than bookshots.
Yeah, and most people, it was like 30% completion rate. Like most people wouldn't even finish these short little tiny stories. And then they changed it to be the text message thing, so you get one text message, and then you hit next to bring the next one up. And it went up to like 85% or something like that.
Wow, so there's an interesting hook there, but there's also like some UI learnings and
yeah, you gotta like tap to get to the next message.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was text when I did the that puzzle room.
Mm-hmm.
The hint system that they have for the puzzle room was based around a phone. So like the person we were trying to help, like they had cameras in there that sort of watch you and see what you're doing. They're listening to you while you're playing it.
Mm-hmm.
So they can offer up hints. Right?
I see, yeah.
But the hints are coming through like text messages on this phone.
Right.
So it totally, it's one more aspect that just super sells.
How do they decide when to give you a hint? I mean, you paid for a puzzle room.
You paid for the whole seat.
I mean, you paid to be puzzled, right? Like
you did. I think that they resort to that when you are stuck or if you are going in a really wrong direction. Because it's like it's like when you're playing with a cat. Like eventually the cat is going to get bored if it never gets the string.
So they are watching the whole time and making sure.
Yeah, so they're tuning it to a certain extent. And then like on ours, like, yeah, they gave us hints, but, we finished it with like a minute or two on the clock. Even with the hints, like I understand that was a pretty tough puzzle room, and we beat it only because of the team we assembled. Yeah, so this is the new fiction app, delivers original stories in the form of text.
Yeah.
Do they have ads in there?
I don't know about that.
It's hooked. Oh, wild! It's even on Apple phone, or it's even on Apple Watch.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hooked is Twitter for fiction.
Twitter for fiction. Okay.
Yeah, the app is free, and users can read a free story every day. Unlimited access comes with a subscription fee of $3 a week? Huh. Unlike reading apps such as Rooster, which deliver published works in bite-sized pieces. That's interesting. So they're just taking a traditional work and then
cutting it up,
basically cutting it into tracks or chapters, right? The literature inside Hooked is all original and, like text messages, exists in the form of dialogue. In future iterations, users will be able to post their own stories and follow their favorite authors. Wicked. That's cool as shit. Yeah, for some reason, I like this better than the bookshots.
Yeah, in my head, you would hate this more.
Well, no, because it's a different. That's like taking an existing form, right, and then like boiling it and reducing it. Which, generally speaking, in a metaphor, that's good. I mean, that would be distillation. But this is actually this is a different shape. Like, to me, this form,
a new creative.
Well, what the form factor does is it gets around some of the defenses we have against fiction.
Yeah.
When we see those things in a text, like, we know how to feel right away.
Real person sent that text.
A real person, right? So it's meta text. I mean, think about it, especially from a sci-fi perspective or a horror perspective. Like, those particular genres delivered in like first person. I mean, especially imagine one that's just a monologue, where you're not able to get back. I read a really amazing, Chris Straub turned me onto it. There's a really amazing short story about someone who is on a ship, basically like leaving our galaxy, and they can't receive data all the time. They can only receive data in these bursts.
Sure.
Like when they can actually link up.
Yeah.
And so, like, how you have to live in those conditions, like when you can actually talk and just like you get all this information at once and you have to deal with it all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, but I would hope that if you had that app and then like your friend is actually like in some kind of terrible situation and starts texting you and you're just enjoying it. He's coming. He's outside my room right now.
There's a lion.
He's banging on the door. He's got a crowbar and a hockey mask. This is riveting.
God, that's terrible. No. It's like Tycho. I wrote one of those, and it's like, and you're like, and then, oh yeah, I mean, he must have done this, and then you start getting texts from Tycho.
Yeah,
and it's not riveting fiction. It's in fact true.
True. Yeah.
I feel like you could do a strip about that.
Boy, how do you set that up? It's such a convoluted.
It's convoluted, but let's see if there's a way.
It's called Hooked?
Yeah, it's called Hooked.
Is it available now or?
Let's find out. Yeah. This article that I'm reading here is from a year ago.
Oh, wow.
So my suspicion is that it is available. See if you can grab it. I want to read a couple of these.
So it looks like you get one story free.
Per day.
Oh, per day?
Yeah, and then you can do the sub. I mean, who knows what's changed in their business model over the last year.
So this one's called Kidnapped. And I just got a text from Ella. She says, "Are you there?" R, like capital R, capital U. I'm in trouble.
That's how it would have to be.
Please answer me. Please, 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 please. And then Jacob says, "I'm here. What's up? You okay?" "No, I'm in serious trouble." Why? Where are you? But they're all misspelled.
Yeah, but again, like,
yeah,
that's how it should be.
IDK. I think I've been kidnapped.
But
you can't give it away, right?
What do you mean you think?
The story was called Kidnapped, and by the like seventh text, she's like, "Oh, I've been kidnapped."
Maybe that's the end.
I think you know if you've been kidnapped. Well, let's find out. What? Call cops.
Yeah, don't text Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob's
got his head on a swivel.
The right of it there. Tried, no answer.
How is that?
Makes no sense. Keep trying. Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah, finally.
Don't know where I am. That doesn't matter. Calling you now. No! Can't make any noise. I hear people, strange sounds. I'm so scared!
What? Dude, you know what I bet? I bet Jacob is the kidnapper. No. I bet Jacob is the kidnapper.
You hurt? Blood in my hair, sticky, but okay.
Ugh.
Oh, that's funny. She misspelled. So up here she says, can't make any noise. I hear people, strange sounds. I'm scarred. And then down here she's like, I meant scared, by the way, not scarred. Fucking autocorrect.
Dude, this is meta as shit.
I'll call 911. Tell me where you are. Don't know. Woke up here. How'd you get there? Don't know. Was knocked out. By who? IDK.
Jacob?
Come on, Jacob.
Dude, but you now see, this is the other thing. To get the next text, you interact with it.
Yeah, I gotta keep tapping.
Right? And that by itself, that is a motivator. So is this a game?
I wonder. It's no different than the tapping games, right?
Right? It's just a different reward mechanism, right?
Jacob says, describe where you are. Some kind of basement, bare walls, smells like chemicals. Any windows? No.
There's just a sign that says Jacob's house.
And Jacob says, maybe a chemical plant. Nearest one is on the edge of town. Jacob, where are you pulling this shit from? I'm going to die here, aren't I? Probably. See you later. No, that's not what Jacob says. Jacob says, no, you are not. Don't say that. And then there's a bunch of texts from Jacob where he says, you okay? You okay? Calling 911. And she says, oh, I'm here. What happened? Had to run. Safe now. Something chased me. Couldn't see it. Only heard it. This is horrible.
Well, you're not impressed.
I think she's going to hell. Don't know. She says, where are you? These walls look like stone, rough, and it's hot as hell. Are there tanks, vats, anything with symbols or a logo on them? No.
Yes, Jacob Industries.
It's darker here. Chemical smell is stronger. Gross like rotten eggs. Screams coming from below.
But hold on. She's completely encased in rock. Like, how are these texts?
I don't know.
But it has good Wi-Fi.
Jesus, there's so much screaming. What is this place? So scared. You'll be okay. Something's rumbling. Getting louder. Getting hotter. Ella is typing.
Oh, nice. Nice. Ella, is that her?
Yeah. Oh, this is an interesting twist, Jerry.
What's that?
Jacob says, be careful. Ella says, sorry about last night. Jacob says, don't worry about that now.
I don't know, dude. I think that she's gotten trapped.
I want to tell you something. Just look for a way out. If I'm going to die, I want to explain. Stop, you're not going to die. That's all caps.
Yeah, exactly.
You wanted to kiss me last night, but I was so scared. Of me? No, me. What the fuck is this?
I'm having the best time, dude. I need to know.
Tell me later. Look for a way out. I liked you for a long time. Really liked you.
Dude.
Me too. But I don't want to get too close. What are you talking about? I'm not a good person.
Wait
not
a second.
true. You are awesome.
What's going on here?
She's in hell. She died and went to hell.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. You don't know me.
You ain't know me, son.
Please stop. Figure out where you are. At my old school, I did something terrible. It's hard to talk about. Then don't. They picked on a girl. Locked her in a locker. She was claustrophobic. When they got her out, she was bleeding from where she tried to claw her way out of the locker. Her mind was really damaged by the event.
That's a weird tone.
Yeah.
After the rest of the text, she suffered.
And then she killed herself.
Oh, jeez. Maybe Ella is a bad person.
She hung herself in that locker room. You can't blame yourself. You didn't know what she would do. Oh. Yeah. But I can, and I do, blame myself. I killed her. You didn't. Saddest part is we were best friends as kids.
Oh, dude, this is fucking real.
Maybe I deserve whatever's happening to me. Probably. Ella, stop. You are not being punished. I'm going to hell for it. Stop. Please stop. You are not going to hell.
Dude, if you called it.
I called it. I'm going to find you, okay? I don't think you can. I think I know where I am now. Wait. Your pic is on news. Died in a car accident.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm saying that's what's going to happen. Says you were in a car accident. Fuck. Please, God, don't let this be true. That's Ella.
Yeah.
They said you died. Jake, please. Christ, it feels like this place is on fire. Jake, help me. Shit, Elle, what's going on? Oh, God, please, it's so hot.
It's the devil.
Please, Jake, he's coming. Who's coming?
The devil.
Satan, the devil.
What did she say?
She says, the devil.
She says the devil. Okay, that's awesome.
She said the devil.
Dude, this is fucking...
That's exactly what I expected it to be. So it wasn't Jacob.
Well, maybe Jacob is the devil.
Maybe.
Jacob is the hell devil.
I'm surprised that hell has Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's...
or at least free Wi-Fi.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, you get a couple bars.
Yeah. Maybe she had to ask for the password.
Yeah, exactly. Belial? Belial, could you sort of... I'm only getting a couple bars.
Do you know if there's somewhere I can go?
Is there a code or...
I see, like, private hell Wi-Fi. Is that something I can connect to?
Yeah, I see. I see hell. There's hell 5G, and
there's hell open, which is what I'm on.
But
that's not great.
It's not great, and there's a lot of ads. It's not an ad-free experience.
Yeah.
And I actually, for some of the things I do need a real IP. So I need to access my company's VPN.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. So Hooked is still real.
Yeah.
I feel like you could do that, and it would be pretty fun. You could do a fun strip.
Yeah.
And it was free to download?
It's free to download.
Oh, yeah. In fact, I can look at this in the iPhone screenshots. I see the very first one here.
Oh, kidnapped?
Yeah, kidnapped. I mean, are you there? I'm in trouble. Pulls. And then it's hell, Jacob. Hello. It is I, the Red Devil.
I'm the Prince of Lies. There's no reason to believe that, but trust me.
I have the hardest time getting people to believe that.
That's true. I swear, I am.
Yeah, I got some stories. I don't know. I'm gonna experiment with just putting a few stories on Hooked.
On Hooked. What? On what?
Well, they're like stories that you do with a text message.
It's a fiction. It's a fiction.
It's a microfiction. It's
a microfiction app where the stories are told through text messages. That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Bear.
And it's like the next day. Oh, hey, looks like Tycho started doing those.
The microfiction.
Fiction.
This bear is huge.
Part bear, part something else, part devil. Hey, are you there?
No, I'm gripped by this.
I'm lost.
I woke up here covered in bear.
I'm buried up to my neck in the woods. I don't know what happened.
I'm surrounded by some kind of bear cult.
This shit is riveting.
Fucking, this is incredible, dude. You found your calling. Please help.
Please help. And then it's the last panel, him in the woods.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or is the middle panel him in the...
Yeah, I guess you could do it either way.
How do you want it? It's all up to us, right? It doesn't...
Yeah.
The text is the same no matter how you present it. Let's just do that intro. I'm going to start experimenting with microfiction via the Hooked app.
Mike, you have a micro penis? Is that what you said?
No.
No, they're stories told through text messages.
I'm going to start experimenting with microfiction
via the Hooked app. You have a micro penis? No. They're stories.
What?
What?
No, they're like, it's just, I'm going to write stories and they're going to be like text messages. They're like stories you make out of text messages.
Yeah, they're stories. I think stories told told through text messages. Yeah, good luck. And then he's out there, he's like...
No, I wonder if he just says what again? What?
Helped, captured by strange cult.
Go, captured by cult of the bear.
Cult.
Head hurts. Feel weak.
Feel weak.
Feel weak. And then Gabe is like, arms are heavy.
Arms are heavy? Mom spaghetti?
No, really.
No, really.
Arms are heavy, mom's spaghetti.
I'm not kidding, they have a knife. I think I'm going to be sacrificed. Man, this shit is riveting.
I am riveted. I can't wait to see what's next. Yeah, he's been telling me this story for almost 24 hours now. The last panel, maybe he's with somebody else.
Yeah.
Here, listen to this last update. Buried up to neck, typing underground.
In some kind of coffin.
I'm not alone in here.
Ooh, creepy. I know, right? He's really good at this.
He's found his calling.
It could be Kara.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's creepy.
creepy. I know. I just really found his calling.
You really found his calling.
Yeah, I wonder if you never show it. If you never show where Tycho is.
Oh, yeah.
Just let them have it. Just let them figure it out. It's all texts. You don't really show anything. In the middle panel, he's responding, right?
Yeah.
It hurts. Feel weak.
Then if you're going to do it, let's see. If you don't show it.
Right? So can I have the part where he responds to Tycho's feel weak?
Well, it depends. I think
you're right. Because it has to be knees weak, right?
Yeah, and if he's, it might be better if you're not going to show it. If he's like, well, what do you see? Oh, really? What do you see? Figures in robes. They don't move like people. And then the second one, he's showing Kara.
Robed figures. I can't. He's been telling me this story for a whole day.
Robed figures.
Robed figures. Men, but not men.
Men, but not men.
They revere what they call the eternal bear. What do you see?
What do you see?
It's the letter U, right?
Yeah.
Robed figures. They're men, but not men. Feel weak. Where am I?
What do you see?
What do you see? Robed figures, men, but not men. They revere a creature they call the eternal bear. Yeah, he's been telling me this story for a day. for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Right?
Read the last one. In some kind of coffin. Not alone. Ooh, that's creepy. Yeah, I think he really found his calling.
He's really good at this.
Yeah, he's really good at this.
Telling me this story.
I may have to pick up the app. I guess you either trust him or you don't.
Yeah. For 12 hours. Listen to this. I am in coffin. If even Tycho is starting to break it down,
yeah.
Not alone. Others in coffin also.
Ooh, that's creepy.
I'm going to start experimenting with microfiction on the Hooked app. What? They're like stories, but written as text messages. Okay. Sure. Feel weak. Where am I? Oh, we're doing this now? What do you...
Oh, yeah. We're doing this now? What do you see?
Robed figures, men, but not men. They revere a creature they call the eternal bear. I am in coffin, not alone. Others in coffin also. Creepy. I know. He's really good at this. I think we got it.
And if we don't show it in the middle panel, you are confident that...
Yeah. You just have to trust.
All right.
Trust.
Oh, when I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's winter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release. Get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray. And yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.